What's happening, gang? It's your boy Retro back again with another reaction video. Yeah. Today we got another huge update. We're now seeing a Kamala Harris rally in Atlanta, Georgia, going absolutely south. This newest update, guys. I got a couple clips that I wanted to show you from that rally, and I'm just going to start off by saying it's absolutely disgraceful. It's disgusting to see. I mean, at a political rally, a campaign event, you shouldn't have these type of behaviors going on. I mean, inviting celebrities, I understand, but then to have them performing very vulgar dances and, you know, just with kids around, they shouldn't be able to see this, especially our older generations. Our elders are there also. I mean, this is absolutely just classless. This is a classless act from Kamala Harris, the Harris campaign. They've got Megan The Stallion. She's said to be a singer, rapper, a dancer, and she is up there. They're trying to cover it up. I've been seeing tons of people, you know, my family, they do lean towards Democrat. Been trying to wake a lot of folks up. Sadly, you know, it's not as easy as it sounds, guys, but I've been seeing tons of posts. You know, people are praising this right here, and that's what's making me so sick. They're praising the behavior that we're seeing right here, and that's what Kamala Harris is feeding off of and hoping that she'll be able to gain, you know, some type of support from the black vote behind, you know, relatable figures like Megan The Stallion, and then I think they said they have a rapper, Quavo. He's in like a rap group that performs also, but they're not there in support of Kamala Harris. They're there for the free concert, you guys. But Kamala Harris is absolutely eating this up, and we're seeing tons of posts, you know, where people are in support saying, hey, you go up there, you rock it, Meg. Don't care what the haters saying. But we're seeing, right, guys, she has on a crop top. You can already see right here in the first image, first shot, her attire is inappropriate, totally uncalled for a political rally, a campaign event. I couldn't imagine Trump in a million years. They're trying to compare this to saying Trump had a celebrity at his rally, had Hulk Hogan, but this is apples to oranges, guys. They are not the same. We're gonna get into it. I'm gonna show you guys. I'm not gonna play the audio because it's some song of hers that's, you know, playing in the background. They'll copyright me, but I definitely wanted to show you guys what they're trying to write off as not twerking, and this is, you know, just regular dancing. You can't sit here and tell me that you're gonna come, your grandparents sitting right there, you know, Thanksgiving dinner, you're gonna hop out after Thanksgiving dinner and do this dance in front of your grandparents. I don't believe that. This right here with the tongue out in front of your grandparents, look, you can see it right here, the crowd reaction here. You've got a couple folks that are recorded, but the majority of folks that have, you know, some respect for themselves and respect for young ladies, the younger generation, they're looking away like, oh my goodness, no way you're actually doing this. You're making a mockery of yourself, a mockery of the Democratic Party. And there's no excuse for why they're doing this except for they're trying to somehow relate with the black vote. We're seeing it right here, guys. This is no regular dancing. Look at this. What do you call that? What do you call that? Uh-oh, we got a little audio. What do you call that? If you're not calling that twerking, I don't know what you're calling it. Come on. Oh my goodness. And then on top of that, look at how she is dressed, guys. Full on crop top. You know what I mean? Like, this is supposed to be a place, we're supposed to have some type of a couth respect for ourselves. We should be able to, you know, hold ourselves to a certain standard. You know, you don't have to have the dress code per se, but I mean, a crop top, guys, I can't get on board with that, man. Hold on. And they're trying to say that this is just regular old run of the mill. You know, this is the dance you would do. Wholesome. You could do this in a church, guys. No. My grandparents would wring my cousin's neck if they ever tried to do something like this. And this is just downright disrespectful. This right here is showing you that Kamala Harris is not actually trying to, you know, get the support of the people through, you know, her politics or, you know, what she supports, her policies. This is all, you know, trying to get on board, get people on board by bringing out their favorite celebrity, someone they think they can relate to. And she's out here popping and locking and dropping live on a political campaign stage. I just can't believe this, guys. We're gonna move to the next clip so we can see, because they said that after this the crowd cleared out. I mean, they said that they stayed for of course Megan The Stallion, because that's who the free concert, they're here for her. But after she performed, and I believe Quavo from the Migos had performed, the crowd dispersed. Literally no one stayed for Kamala Harris, guys. We're gonna see that right here next. Let's hop into it.
If y'all don't know me, I go by the name of Quavo. Born and raised in the north north side of Atlanta, home of the Migos.
And I apologize, guys. This volume is low. You might want to turn your TV up for this.
This city has always been home to me, from playing in the streets and, you know, nurturing me and teaching me how to be the man I am standing before you. So, I mean, one of these issues that I care about is resolving the gun violence issue.
And okay, guys. So we're gonna start off there. All right. So I'm sorry the audio is a bit low on this clip. This was the best one that I could find, but I knew we had to include this in here. Those who didn't hear what he just said, he said he wants to start off by thanking, you know, Kamala Harris and the Harris campaign for addressing their promise to address gun violence. And I just it blows my mind to hear him talk about gun violence or wanting to work towards a resolution where he is contributing directly towards the problem. I mean, not just because he's a rapper. There's tons of rappers out there that don't, you know, they don't fuel that fire. They don't add to the problem of, you know, gun violence or, you know, putting that type of stuff out there in front of the youth or for folks to listen to. But he literally, I believe I read in a headline just the other day, if it wasn't last week, it was the week after that or a week before that he would participate in a robbery, guys. I mean, come on, robbing someone, and then you're trying to say that you want to do away with gun violence? You want Kamala Harris campaign to, you know, work towards the resolution on gun violence when you're part of the problem? I mean, the hypocrisy right there, guys. I just can't believe that was his first statement. He came, I believe he's from Atlanta also. So, I mean, she's trying to gather as much support as possible by bringing these figures that are supposed to relate with the black community. I just don't see it. You know, Meg The Stallion, of course, is supposed to relate with the women, to bring the black women of color on board to support the Harris campaign. Now they've got Quavo up here to say that he wants to work towards, you know, resolving issues that he's contributing towards. Like, get out of here with this hypocrisy, guys. We're gonna let him continue on.
You can't understand the struggles of gun violence if you're not in the field or in the heart of it. So one thing I learned about working with Vice President Harris is she always stand on business.
What? He said the one thing I love about Kamala Harris is that she always stands on business. And if she stood on business, guys, what was happening for the last 4 years, guys, when she was appointed by Joe Biden to be overseeing the border, you know, the border czar? What happened there? What happened with, you know, sitting beside Joe Biden and all these failed policies? I mean, that failed administration, our economy being drove straight into the ground. I mean, what happened there? There's no standing on business in that aspect. So I would love to see where he's saying that she is standing on business, guys. I mean, it's really simple. It's really easy for these rappers, these celebrities, you know, Meg The Stallion, Quavo, you know, them to get up there and to say that she's such a good person, to big her up. But it's a little tougher, man. And I'm challenging them to go a step further and start, you know, pushing your candidate, man, on her policies. Don't just go up there and say, hey, she's a good candidate, you guys need to vote for her. Say, you know, challenge what she's done for your community. He's grown up, he's lived, he came from Atlanta, and he can see that his people are struggling. You know, he may not struggle himself, you know, because he's a celebrity, but he should be able to hold her accountable for her actions or her words to say that, you know, they're going to change this, they're going to change that. Our economy is going to be so much better underneath, you know, their presidency. But we just know, you know, those are empty promises coming from the Dems once again, and he needs to hold her accountable. Hey, what happened what's been going on for the last 4 years when you're sitting beside, you've been in charge, you've had your chance, you have had no results from the chance you got. So why should we give you another shot? That's what Quavo should have got up there to say if he wanted to, you know, gain some support or true support from some people on the left. I just don't see how folks can relate when, you know, you're going out right after this campaign, this rally, man, and you know you had to scrape up pennies, scrape up coins just to get the gas in the car to get to the rally. You know what I mean? You had to scrape up pennies, scrape up coins just to get, you know, food at the grocery store. And that's the point I want these folks to see. You know, they don't really care about our economy or the true state of Americans. You know, they just care about, you know, the rich getting richer right now. And we can see that through this, you know, Quavo pushing the narrative to say that Kamala is such a brilliant candidate. She stands on business. I've never seen it, guys. You guys got to point it out to me if she's standing on business. I don't know where.
President Harris, she always stand on business. From inviting me, what's up, mama? From inviting me to the White House last year to discuss these solutions to passing the biggest gun safety laws to date. So it's only right in the birthplace of the culture. It's also the same place to launch the first African-American woman to run for president.
And that's literally, that's the soul, that's the backbone of what they're running on, is Kamala Harris being a black woman, and that's how they're trying to relate, guys. She didn't decide to be a black woman up until she, said, I'm going to replace Joe Biden on that ticket. Couple years back, she wasn't running on the back of being black, guys. She was, if we look at the family photos, come on, that right there should show you her true heritage or her roots, guys. I mean, she can try to switch her identity, to appeal to the people, but we can see that that's not who she truly is. I want folks to quit calling her that, man. Call it what it is. Kamala didn't start identifying with the black community until it started benefiting her, until she needed something. I'm just gonna say that.
Yeah, we changing the culture again. So if you never voted before, make sure you get out and vote right now, because it's the real one. And in the words of my brother Takeoff, let me get a Kamala.
That's just, oh my goodness. And then these Kamala signs.
I'm going to hand it over to Tyler Green, let him talk about his vote, and introduce the next president of the United States of America. Yes, sir!
This is honestly just the biggest joke I've seen all day. And then look at these Kamala signs. When we fight, we win. Like, oh my, her slogan, her catchphrase is just it's just all just gone, guys. It's absolute dumpster fire of a campaign. I don't see how she can continue this on. Let's get into the next clip to see exactly when the crowd started emptying the stands. I want to see that live footage when the crowd just start emptying, barreling out the door, because they don't want to support Kamala. They're just here for the free concert. Let's get into it, y'all.
Hey guys, this is Savannah reporting to you from inside of Kamala Harris's rally, which just wrapped up. Now you guys saw all of the footage, and there was actually a lot of energy for her in the building. Almost every single seat was filled, not every single one. But many people are questioning, well, were they here to see Kamala, or were they here because Quavo, Meg The Stallion were here, and it was essentially a giant concert?
Tell me this is not, because you can see right here, she doesn't even have to pan it and do a flip camera right now. We can see through her front camera that this whole entire arena is empty. The lower level deck, it looks like the only people left is the press and maybe a couple friends and family, guys. I don't know. This thing looks like it completely cleared out. And that shows, Kamala Harris doesn't actually have the support of the black people or the black community. They're saying that, black women under 30, everybody in general just loves Kamala Harris, and I'm just not seeing it. And right here, this is showing you guys a turnout in Atlanta. This is said to have been, this was packed tight when Quavo was performing, when Meg The Stallion was performing. As soon as they left, the stands cleared out, guys. They don't want to hear Kamala talk. They already know that's too boring, guys. They know that Kamala Harris doesn't make a lot of sense when she talks. Bunch of word salads, guys. No one wants to sit around and hear that. That's why they abruptly exited the building and got out of there as soon as she started talking. I'm excited to see. Go ahead. Let's see the flip camera.
And I'm going to be honest, guys. People started leaving about 15 minutes after she started speaking, which was kind of notable to me because
15 minutes isn't even long enough for her really to get through her introduction, guys. She barely even got to say, hi, my name is Kamala Harris, and why she's trying to, serve as these people's president, guys. They didn't even want to hear her out. They just, all right, peace. No more Meg, no more Quavo. You don't have any other headliners? Okay, we're gone. This isn't, this isn't Coachella I thought I was attending. I thought this was free Coachella. Like, come on, man.
Minutes after she started speaking, which was kind of notable to me because this is her first presidential rally in Georgia, and so I thought people would have wanted to listen to her. And then also, she really only spoke for about 30 minutes.
Oh my, 30 minutes, you guys. If you're telling me that these folks couldn't sit, and I'm talking about Donald Trump does a full on rally, 60 minutes plus, and he'll talk the entire time. Not one person, I tell you, they don't leave their seats, even if they have to use the restroom. I've seen a lot of folks that were on social media trying to use the excuse to say, hey, we were just going to the bathroom. Everyone's using we can't have, weak bladders. And that's not the excuse for massive droves of folks that just left, abandoned Miss Kamala Harris right there to speak to an empty arena. I mean, Donald Trump, done tons of rallies. We've seen his turnouts, guys, and it's historical fashion every single time. We don't see people leaving early. We don't see people on their cellular devices. No one's getting up, going to the bathroom, any of that. They're solely glued in, locked on Donald Trump, his words. We're also not seeing, they're trying to compare Hulk Hogan to Meg The Stallion and Quavo. I'm just not saying this is equal because first of all, Hulk Hogan is not the same type of figure. I don't think his performance, if you can call that a performance, had as much weight or, impact on the whole rally versus Megan Thee Stallion and Quavo were Kamala's entire rally, guys. We could see it right here. Like, come on.
I would say so. It was a very, very short speech, but people couldn't make it through it. I kept seeing streams of people continuously leave, and I was like, well, maybe it's the one-off person. But then I started seeing people leave from every single level, and I was like, okay, maybe there is a little bit of truth to people having come here to see.
That's what I'm saying. People came here to see the free concert. Go ahead and say it. People came for the free concert. Everyone wants to say they came to support, the first black woman running as president. No. That's not what's going to happen. Just because she's a black woman running for president doesn't mean the black vote she's automatically got, the under 30 votes, or the women in general that she's got the vote. It doesn't mean any of that, guys. It simply means that, she's going to have to work for like everybody else. Just because of your skin color or your gender doesn't mean that you should be given anything. Your policies, what you stand for should be a reason why people support you. And that right there is why Kamala's turnout turned upside down. She thought she had a wonderful turnout, her crowd, her rally, and it turns out to be that they weren't actually there for her. They were there for their free concert. Meg The Stallion and Quavo. Like, come on, guys.
The performances, I don't know how many were here just for Kamala. However, that being said, there was a lot of energy, and you guys saw the clips, the performances. There's a lot going on here in Georgia for Kamala. So just my update from being here at the rally.
Yo, and there we have it, guys. Absolute disaster at the Kamala Harris rally in Atlanta, Georgia, guys. Definitely hop in the comment section. Let me know your thoughts, what we just said. It seems like folks were just there for the free concert, but maybe I'm wrong. Definitely let me know your thoughts in the comment section down below. Also, make sure you guys hit that share button. Share this out to as many Facebook friends as possible. You guys share the truth. Also, make sure you guys hit that like button. Doesn't cost you one thing. You guys hit that like button for your boy, and also hit that subscribe button as we're on the road to the truth. Hop aboard for the journey. I'll catch you guys on the next one.